Hey guys, welcome back. Fruit Loops, look like you already jumped in there, man. Uh, Sorry to hear that. Do better next time, I guess. Follow the rules, bro. So yeah, we're gonna get back into some more Kerbal 2 from last night. Hopefully it is a little less painful than it was when we shut out of here last night. Um, if I remember, we have Corman stranded on Duna, and we're trying to figure out whether to go back after him. No, we weren't trying to figure that out. That would play right into Fruit Loops' kind of view of me of callous and careless with the lives of the Kerbals. No, we want to go back and get Corman Kerman, and I think we actually have a couple missions that we can kind of undertake to help us along that line. Now, Corman's going to be stuck there for a little while. I mean, we are at the 4-year mark since he launched for that mission. So, yeah, he's going to be there a little while. And we're going to have to take steps to get up there and make sure that we have everything that we need to successfully retrieve him. So, with that said, let us run over to mission control. Because I think we have some refueling in, fuel stations. There we are. Fuel stations in space. Orbit Kerbin with a X200 64 Methalox fuel tank and a docking port. Docking ports are going to be important for this mission anyhow, so I think we will definitely, or for the purpose of retrieving Corman. So this is going to be helpful for that mission. And then we also had, was it this one? Yeah, another 1,000 science to land on Ike with a crew of 3. So I think we were saying last night that if we send 2 Kerbals to retrieve Corman, we retrieve Corman and then drop in on Ike since we're already out there. We can get that 1,000 science as well. And then we had one other thing, land on Duna with a 300-ton vessel. So can we build a 300-ton vessel, launch a 300-ton vessel, refuel the transfer stage of the 300-ton vessel, and then land it on Duna? Can it be done? Yes. Can I do it? Remains to be seen. So, I guess to the vehicle assembly building. Let's build us a 300-ton vessel. Now, is that 300 tons on Kerbin, or is that 300 tons on Duna? I wonder. And we need something that's going to be able to hold 3 Kerbals, 3C command pod. Perfect. Right? And then we need a really big parachute. That's going to be the Mark 16 XL. Pop that right on top. Okay. This is going to be our lander. So we probably want more parachutes. So we're going to go with that's a nose cab drogue. Don't want that. We're going to go with This is just the one hatch. Looks like just the one hatch. So we're going to take and put 4 of these. Don't want them over the hatch. It is so disconcerting the way those highlights light up. Maybe we'll move them down, or maybe we'll tip them. That didn't seem helpful, did it? We'll put it there. Hopefully that doesn't have the hatch blocked. Okay, and then we're also going to get us some more radials here. Regular chutes, and again we want to make sure that we're not going to hit Duna's hard surface really fast. So we want to make sure we're going to slow down enough, and those will help to that end. We also need to figure out a docking port situation. I imagine that you have to use the docking port to go into a habitable section. We have RCS now, that's going to be immensely helpful as well. We know we're definitely going to need a heat shield. So that's going to be for our re-entry to Kerbal. Guess who's back? Well, I hope you're not breaking the rules to be back. Welcome back in any case, Fruit Loops. So we're trying to build a 300-ton rocket, or 300-ton vessel. Hello, Cat. How are you? Yeah, trying to build a 300-ton vessel to land 2 Kerbals on Duna and collect 2 missions worth for that, and then launch off of Duna, land on Ike with Corpsman on board, so 3 Kerbals secure on the vessel, and go land on Ike, and then return home with that. So that, I guess we don't necessarily have to have a rendezvous in space, so that, well, except for refuels. Dang it. Okay. For refuels, we only need the tanks to connect, theoretically. So let us look at monopropellant. Definitely need some RCS for this. That should be enough, I hope. We're going to be moving a lot of weight, though. Well, I guess first we need, before we do that, we need to get a refueler up there, don't we? So first, yep. First step is going to be sending a refueler up. We have a mission board over here. Okay, no tooltips. What do we got? Trip planner. Or action groups. Engineers report, parts. One of these days we'll have to start dabbling with the colors here and see what we can do. See if I can't get my channel colors, make some channel colors. Pocket snacks left until you get there? Unlikely. 4 years, right? He's been there. Well, I guess he hasn't been there for 4 years. It took me like 2 years to actually land on Duna. But yeah. Anyhow, we are working on building a refueler rather than going to get Corman anyways. So snacks or no snacks, he's gonna have to make do. I hope those Mars rocks are edible. All right. Need to get this puppy to space, and for that I want a fairing. Small, nope. Medium, boy. And go ahead and adjust this like so. And add another layer. Go, oh, scoot in. This nice, long aerodynamic profile. That's about as good as that's going to get, isn't it? So that's not horrible. Okay, so that gets this up there. And then it needs probably some batteries. Boy. Okay, so these can go. Sure. Oh, excuse me. 2 years, 2 Cormans. Yeah, you're not wrong. Alright, so fuel. Do I want to put RCS on this? Yeesh. Do I? Let's look. What do we have? That is a medium size, so we'd be putting the same tank on it that we just were going to put on the other rocket. And then we need to get up to space. And it said the X100. Is it the X264? I'm pretty sure it's the X264. It's the biggest one I got available. Right, 208, 264, and then, yeah. And then, yeah, then we're down to the FLTs. So yeah, it's gotta be that. I think I'm gonna put 2 of them up there though. Underneath you is gonna be probably that. Okay, so that's gonna be our payload. You think an antenna? So how many years that? Yeah, the solar panels are definitely going to be on the agenda here, and yeah. So in this stage of the game, absolutely within budget. You get into career mode as that gets developed and released. Probably not a good rate to go through Kerbals. Antenna, probably a good idea, although this is going to stay in orbit of Kerbin, and so it should technically always be within comms range. But yeah, we'll put an antenna on there, and Also within the budget for you, Fruit Loops. All right, man. So that is you giving me a hard time about Kerbals, and you sounded like that's in your budget. All right. We need to send this thing to orbit. Oh yeah, we should probably put some RCS thrusters on here too, huh? Utility ones. Oh, and it also needs docking port, at least one. Should be around the center of mass. I'm gonna guess is probably right about there. Center of mass. Actually, I'm a little high. Okay. Hey, no judgment here. None at all. Antenna, comms. That one should be all right, yeah. Or should I put a dish right on the end of the batteries? I think I should put a dish right on the end of the batteries. All right. You need to. Oh, I need to be able to see it. Go with that one or that one? Static. Static. They're both static. 15's 2. Small static antenna design with communication probes, but it can serve in a multitude of roles. Can even work on a small bathtub or as a small bathtub. There's no organization. Mid-sledding. It probably doesn't matter. You don't snap though. Of course not. So I'm just gonna have to fit you on there somehow. Yeah, that works. And then we need a stage separator. Nope, docking ports, docking ports. Don't forget the docking ports. Coupling, yeah. Yeah. And I'm gonna go ahead and do 4 of these as well. Maybe 2 here. And 2 here. Now we gotta get this thing up to orbit. So what do we got weight-wise here? Total mass, 80 tons. So we have to lift 80 tons and the fuel to lift 80 tons. Alright, it is what it is. We gotta get them up there. No, get on there. 3 of those. Get the Mammoth or Reliant mainsail, that's the one. Alright, that's about all the rocket we can get out of that puppy. Or, Skipper got 600 newtons in a vacuum, 525 in atmosphere. Less than half. So that definitely needs to be the launcher. I don't really have any medium-sized launchers anyways. But what I do have is radio couplers. Before we do that, I think we just 1, 2, I think just 2, no. 2 of those. Then these. Do 4 of those. Yeah, that turned out pretty good. And do we have medium aerodynamics? We do not, of course not. Okay, but we do have medium-sized fuel tanks that are kind of like aerodynamic nose cones. Bada bing, bada boom. Okay, get on. Yeah. And they're tapered in, so that gives us more of a aerodynamic profile. Is the what? The tallest rocket? Really? Surely the one I launched last night was taller than this one. This one's not that tall. It's only 46 meters. I mean, Starship V1 was like 150 meters. That didn't count the booster it was stood on. Alright. Should probably put some nose cones. Do I have something that'll work for that? Those. Alright, so check our staging. We've got 10,000, almost 10,000 meters per second. I bet that drops down to somewhere around 7,000 meters per second as soon as we hit that launch button. And should probably strut these, huh? Not. Well. Oh well. Should probably strut them down at the bottom, really. The radial decouplers are actually holding them at the top. Okay, and I think I actually wanted to go. I don't think it matters actually. Not at this stage of the game. I was going to say I was going to go with the cheaper engine, but they don't have a cost right now because there's no money. Look at the struts. Actually, the struts seem to hold up fairly decent. Alright, so now we have our launch vehicle and our payload, which is an orbital tanker. I think we're going to go. 9,588, remember that. We'll get out here to the launch pad, I bet it's closer to 7,000. 6,500. Oh, it's got me all twisted around too. That was weird. Oh, this is going to be a cool looking launch though, isn't it? Oh, we didn't do anything with the staging. It's okay, it's okay. We just bring that down here with that. Get rid of that. Go to those, then that. Put you there. Get rid of you. Yeah, I think that's it. Alright. Oh, it wasn't too much pain there. But I know exactly what you're talking about. Sometimes attaching struts is a horrible thing. But here we go. We're going to launch. try to keep this going and monitor that. Nope, sorry. Nope, I do have to take a quick call. Give me a minute. Alright, I'm back. 3 crashes for Duna alone. So I do kind of have a standing rule that I'm not supposed to be reverting or, yeah, reverting to a save or reverting to launch. Alright. Point. Prograde. Look at our orbit here. And just before Apo, we want to burn prograde to get us that nice perfect orbit. And if we can do insert right at 100 kilometers, 95. Okay, but 105. Okay. Grab the thing. Was showing me, then it wasn't showing me, and it was showing me, then it wasn't showing me. Turn 4, 90. Yeah, it doesn't matter. As long as we're above. 3 for Duna, 2. You think I'm gonna crash on Ike also? Man, you guys got a lot of faith in me. Maybe you guys are overestimating. Underestimating. That's what I mean. Underestimating. Maybe you guys are being generous. I don't know. Maybe the hardest would be on Ike, because then they have somebody to bring those memories with them. At least for the short jump from Duna to Ike. Gotta be careful with the time warp. I think that was my biggest setbacks last night, was caused by not paying attention to time warp, or losing focus, or over jumping, or things along those lines. We've still got a fair bit of fuel left in this. How high do we want to push up? Alright, so where do we actually start catching? About 500. 530, let's say 536 delta V. So half of that would be 268. So bring that down to 268. That'll give us our rough altitude that we can get to with this stage. And be circular. They come with instant ramen. I mean, super lightweight, just add water, right? I mean, sandwiches and tacos, those sound fantastic. I actually prefer the old flight planning model better, where you use the scroll wheel. The scroll wheel does not work here. If I use the scroll wheel, it just zooms in and out. Doesn't matter if I'm highlighted on one of these things or not. So I actually liked the scroll wheel. These things are kind of, sometimes they're too touchy, sometimes not touchy enough. Whereas with the scroll wheel, it was you could feel, right, how much you're moving it. Oh, we should probably point at that maneuver. Oh. Maybe. You swing that thing around. Hopefully we get swung around about the time that we need to light the engine. But yeah, no, I definitely prefer the KSP-1 model of flight planning, maneuver planning. The rest of the interface is fairly similar, but that one little bit using the rubber band method, I'm not a fan of it. Well, it's not going to get me where I want it to be. I know what I have to do. So it should be shutting down here right around 268, 269 if we time this properly. That was perfect. Okay, I'm going to go back to our map. And we'll just circularize here, I guess. Oop. See, that snapped really fast. That means they're going to be pretty close in altitude, though, doesn't it? 526, 525, so 525, 608, and 526, 020, so that's pretty circular. And it's not going to quite use all of the fuel that I have, but pretty much. So if you've got the means, it's definitely worth playing now versus what it was like at early access release. Fruit Loops, good game, regardless. But it was buggy as at release. Back to your maneuver node, bro. Actually, I think if we do this, we'll stop his rotation. Right? Supposed to stop the rotation under time warp. You're not gonna though, are you? You're pointing the wrong way, bro. Oh no. Yeah, I mean, without me actually telling you, yes, go buy the game. It's a playable game now versus what it was at release. Been waiting about since release to do fixes, a bit more content. So my advice is, if you're not happy with where the game is at now in its development, so let's say the developers decided we're done trying, we give up, in its current state, if that's not something that you would buy, then I wouldn't buy it. But if it's something that you're okay knowing that this is what you're getting when you buy it, it's worth the money to me. Come on, swing that big butt around. Should have just left it locked onto, yeah, just SAS lock on the other side, because that maneuver node would have come to me. your RCS, see if that'll help. But yeah, I'm definitely an advocate for early access, but I'm also an advocate of being smart with your money and not spending it on something that you're not comfortable with what it is when you buy it. Don't spend your money on something that you hope it will be. And it is definitely playable in its current state, but if you're waiting for that content, then wait for that content. The bug patches, there's going to be some, but you know the developers are focusing more right now on developing their game than fixing all the bugs. There aren't any. Can't say there aren't any game breaking bugs right now. There probably are, but I haven't encountered any um, since this roadmap release came out. Yeah, no, I'm same here. Cat is yeah, you just got to be careful what you're buying, what you're spending your money on. If you're looking for something specific, then you should probably look and dig into whatever it is you're kind of looking at buying and seeing, is this what I want it to be? Even with the RCS, we were struggling to get lined up here. You know what I didn't put on it? I didn't put any solar on it. Got the antenna. I remembered the antenna, but I didn't put any solar panels on it. And I've already used 5%-ish of my my electrical charge. Brilliant. Alright, we are lined up finally, more or less, on our maneuver node. Just turn RCS off now. Getting close to our burn. I mean, at least there's no Kerbals on board. It's just a probe core. Oh, that's pretty darn circular right there, isn't it? 525.2 to 525.8 and some change. Oh, not anymore. I mean, we're still a little closer. But it's alright. We are plenty circular. I'm going to point radial in eventually. Use our RCS to do that. I've only used half a ton of monopropellant. Oh, and I do have an engine on this, so if I suppose if I need electrical charge, I could just do a couple little orbit increase burns, like boost my orbit, and it'll charge right up. And once I get rid of this this excess weight on my back end, it should make turning this thing around a whole lot easier. Bye-bye. Now you can turn back to prograde. No, I don't think so. I think we're a little ways away from sunrise yet. That's just desert there. Pretty sure. Look at the map. Yeah, we're completely dark side here. We're right in the middle of the night. So sunrise in 10, 15 minutes. Alright, hold on. Ain't no reason to... Let's turn the RCS off. We don't need that on anymore. We'll get rid of that. And, yeah. Planet is that away? Okay. Here you go, cat. That's a good screenshot. That's kind of a good screenshot too. I'm gonna take that one. Might use some of these for thumbnails. Whoop it. Alright. Let's go ahead and deploy the clamshell. Deployed the clamshell. There you go. That kind of looks pretty cool too. I gotta get in the in practice of taking those thumbnail shots, so I can start using these for my videos and actually making thumbnails. That was another thing I've been working on. Those are good screenshots. Now I think I got too much solar bloom or light bloom, lens bloom. What's the term? Oh, the next screenshot, Corman floating in space. Yeah, that's a good one right there. All right, good enough. Back to the Space Center. Yeah, you're not wrong there, Kat. I can actually go do something about that. Debris. Terminate. Debris. Terminate. Debris. Terminate. More debris. Terminate. Debris. Around Moho? What? Oh, maybe that's just around Kerbal. Oh. Splash. Okay. Recover. Is there crew aboard? There is crew aboard. Wait, what? What? Who are these guys? I don't know who these guys are. But we'll terminate that. Terminate that. They can sit out in the ocean a little bit while longer, I guess. Where is that? You guys? Seriously? Default 78, yeah. So you guys are right next to the KSC. You couldn't have, you could have swam back. You didn't have to. Alright, finish this. Clean up, clean up, clean up. What about around Duna? Duna, default, and Corman. Okay, well, we'll leave that there. We'll leave. No, we'll get rid of that. That's the one I was intended to come back to Kerbal with Corman, but that didn't happen. So get rid of that. Nothing around Ike. Terrestrial. Yeah. Okay. Default 78. Let's recover these guys. I have no idea what happened there. I don't know where they came from. Fruit Loops, you've been watching this series for a little while. Do you remember those Kerbals from anywhere? I do not. Alright, back to the VAB. No, don't revert, don't revert, don't revert. Go to. They need to not have that there. That is not a good place for that. Wow, that stream delay is really far back. I'm sitting here looking at it. I'm looking at what I've just done and where it's at, and it is, it's quite a ways back. Sitting here watching the stream, I haven't hit that recover button yet. Craziness. It's gotta be 40 or 50 seconds back. Oh, that's cold, Fruit Loops. That is cold, man. Okay, so now we gotta get something 300 tons and carrying 2 Kerbals with enough capacity to pick up a third. So this one is where we need all this other Martian or Dunan entry, atmospheric entry stuff to slow us down. Make it not death or explosive engines, or you know, y'all were here last night. You know what happened. All right, so we've got our chutes. Need heat shield. Something that is going to be able to boost off of Duna, land on Ike. see, we're on a medium diameter, aren't we? Yes, we are. And get the Kerbals back to Kerbal. And this could be tricky in and of itself. Because I don't know that those chutes are going to be enough to slow this down on its way down. I don't have enough jetpack power to get up here, which means I'm going to have to put ladders all the way down this, and I don't think that I have the ladder systems. Oh no, you do. You do. You got the rungs. There's plain rungs that can go all the way up the side of the thing if I needed it to, which I needed to. So might as well do that. Because if I have to, I've got the chutes, and then I will have boosters underneath this. Not for both landings. There's no atmosphere on Ike, so chutes would do zero good whatsoever. It would have no impact. Oh, lights are important. That way? I think that way. Oh, maybe angle them out a little bit. One. Yeah, just one. What are we at weight-wise here after we throw an engine on this? That should be fine. So we should probably ought to put all the things on here that we need to pull that off. We needed a stack separator anyways, but let's do that, shall we? Coupler. And then payload bay, cargo bay, medium, small. And in there, can we fit environment survey, atmospheric survey? Right. Where's the other side? Alright, can we put this in here? It's a shadow? What? Okay. Okay. Just do it that way. You there. No, not you. You. We'll put you. Okay. There. Or maybe we'll move you both in closer to the center. You're okay. It doesn't really matter. We don't actually do or utilize those things manually, right? Okay. So we've got our decoupler, we've got our science, we've got our fuel. We should probably put some. Hey, put it. Put some batteries in there too. small batteries. Alright, batteries packed. I think might also do something like this. Will that go on there? It will go. No, it won't. That. Aren't you over there? Can you go over there? You can't go over there, can you? Okay. Just chill there for a minute. You up a bit. Take you. Rotate you that away. Take you. No. Rotate you that away. There. Put you there. You there. And another one up a little bit higher, tucked in behind the parts. And now we can take this here solar panel. I think. Oh no. Stick it on there like that. And just double check. Extend. Nope, that's the wrong way. That doesn't seem very effective though, does it? Alright. There you go, Fruit Loops. Solar panels. Close the cargo doors. Gonna retract the solar. And we need some landing legs. Didn't get the heavy duty stuff though, did I? I did not. And I don't know if these are gonna reach. They are not. Okay. So, different approach on the engine. Structural, engine mount, medium, that on there, and smaller engines. Swivels are the... And even those are kind of big for what we got going here. Fit 3 of them in there. And it's still super borderline. That does not seem stable at all. More legs, more better. First time in forever. Okay, ladder, still need the ladder. Ladder. And of course, solar panel is right in the way. Not that many, thank you. And ladders. Just the one, thank you. Out? Yeah, that's out. Okay. That's a lot of ladder. That's not right. There. Short little Kerbal legs. I don't know that they can make that reach. Landing lights too. Oh, you guys' faith in me is just so heartwarming. I think even here. Oh, wow. Yeah, it's not gonna work. How does that work? Like that? Okay. And look at that. It reaches all the way to the ground. So yay. Could actually move it up a little bit, I think. Get rid of this. Take this and just scoot it up a touch. Yeah. That's better. Put these away. Alright, so where are we on weight, I wonder? What do you think? Anywhere close to 300 tons? Wow. Thanks, Fruit Loops. An expert in deserting things. Fantastic. So cold. Oh man. It was 14 kilometers. Thank you very much. Maybe I should throw a reaction wheel on here too. I think I'm going to throw a reaction wheel on here too. What? Get back on there. Alright. Now we need another decoupler. Oh wait, We wanted to look at our weight. Anybody? Oh, 295. Yeah, so that's your guess. Fruit Loops? Thoughts? Why don't I have Delta V here? Why is my engine there? That's a weird place for it. $295 out of 300. Hmm? You have some. Whole whopping 47 tons. And I'm supposed to land with 300? 300 tons, and I'm not even a sixth of the way there yet. Wow. So we may not be doing that. Yeah, yep, really close there, Cat. Really close. Alright, let's see what we can do about getting this whole thing to Duna. Do we want to go hydrogen? I mean, nuclear, yeah, not methalox. Let's look at our hydrogen tanks, huh? And throw a hydrogen engine on there, the nuclear engine, right? Oh, okay. What if we take a engine plate, that under there? Hey, give it. Why is it putting? Okay, that's right. Right? Break that off, put that on. What? Huh? Okay, so it's not a game-breaking bug, but that is definitely a bug in the staging. Nope. Go. Move down. Thank you. So. Really? That's all it gave me? Doesn't seem like much. Fires that, burns through the hydrogen, right? Pops that, fires that. Oh, but that's actually not the right stage. That is our, well, I mean, that's our lander. That's our transit stage from Kerbal orbit to Duna orbit. Okay, yeah, that's right. But it really didn't give. 4325, 3582. That only give me 800 meters per second for all of that? Really? Is hydrogen lighter? But walking's healthy. And I haven't really unlocked rover parts. There's my wheels. That's all my wheels. Alright, get this thing to Duna. Or yeah, out of Kerbin's orbit. Which means back to Methalox. Should probably throw a decoupler on there first. No. No, 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 no. No, no. Okay. Engine plate. Bearing length. More. 3.5. How long is that engine, I wonder? Nope, nope, nope. That one. Apparently about 3.5 meters. Make sure those engines are nice and safely housed in there. Okay. Back up here, pick this whole thing up, scoot it up, and go back down to the bottom. Some more fuel. And of course that is going to have the big old mainsail on it. And then this whole thing is going to get big. I thought I bought the thoroughbreds. Did I not buy the thoroughbreds? Oh no. Oh no. Well, how do you know it's not healthy on a different planet, Fruit Loops? It could very easily be healthy on a different planet. You know, barring the need for oxygen, which the Kerbals seem to do okay without. Okay, well, we're gonna save this. Yeah, we'll just leave it that for now. Override existing the same. Okay. We'll just call this a holder for now. And we'll call this a holder for now. And we'll go back to R&D. Tier 2, I have 827. See, there's my rovers. I could spend 400 and get grumble seat, rove mate, and a couple sets of wheels. But then I have to figure out how to get that to Duna. And still leave my rocket in a launchable condition. That's the one with the thoroughbreds, wasn't it? Or Clydesdales, not thoroughbreds. And I'm not gonna get that. Dang. Okay, well, so much for that idea. Hey, it's kept it. Yay. Alright, well, let's see what happens if we throw some... these bad boys. No, these bad boys. A little bit lower, just a little bit. Maybe one more step. And then we'll bring them all in super tight. And we'll grab them aerodynamic nose cones. Really cool. These ones. Figure out which spot they go on so that they're orientated the right way. No? 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 Really? Alright, well. No, get back on there. And we'll just take and do this. Alright. Look right. Looks right to me. Strut these bad boys up. Above and below. We only got 7,600 meters per second. That's what we get out of this. Do we have enough to get off the launch pad? Just. I don't think it's going to be enough to get us to do that, though. Not safely at any rate, right? We had more than this when we launched the last one, I think. Let's check our Kerbals. We got Dildock on there. And who else? Who else wants to go? Allrim? He's one of the ones that we just recovered, isn't he? We get Podgun. Gotta get Podgun. Podgun looks cool. Podgun? Padgun? Can't tell. Alright, 2 Kerbals. How horribly is this going to go?
Zeir, Ereun, Oko, Eteis, Sier, Oknik, Ortau, Ser, Sod, Onu.
Wait, that's too late. I'm already gone. a pretty good distance around the planet here. Shouldn't take much to circularize. Not quite circular. There we are. 102, 90, go a little bit further. '96, 106, sure. Close enough. But yeah, I put a reaction wheel on here to yeah, I didn't remember all this stuff though, because I didn't get the docking ports on here. I desperately need docking ports to refuel. Well, I guess there's not much here to refuel though, is there? I just dumped off the tank that I could have refueled with the Methalox orbiter. But I needed to because... Any science? Any science? Yeah, I got a little bit of science. I mean, it has to come home. Yeah, so there's landing lights there. Got landing legs there. Got solar panels, 4 of them radially. Batteries are in here. If I can get a view. Can't really get a view. Oh, there we go. Those are all batteries, the white things back there, and then I've got a little bit of science in there. Yeah, I know. I'm a little bit ashamed about the docking ports, but again, not that big of a deal, simply because this is hydrogen and I put Methalox up here. And I didn't think about that during the build. Not proud of the moment. But we'll see how it goes. I don't expect to get a whole lot out of these hydrogen engines. They're apparently super efficient, but not much. I'm sorry, give me another sec, another work thing.
Aloha Edra.
Sorry about that, guys. I'm the boss at work, so I have to deal with work stuff from time to time. Unfortunately, it kind of can interrupt what we've got going on here. All right, how do we end up? We got 80,000 Perry, 100,000 Apo. Where are we at? We're back at our Perry. We don't. No, we're not. Go back to prograde here. So we're going to push our periapsis up a little bit higher, get us a little bit more circular here. See where we're at on our transfer to Duna. We are way ahead. Okay, so this says that we need to go back to the Kerbal Space Center. And from there we go to the tracking station, and that should give us a full range of time warp. At least the full range that is currently available. And jump ahead till we're about in the right spot to capture Duna. Should be pretty close here. Not quite. About there. I think I might have missed it actually. Might have overshot a bit. Let's go back to you. We will control and we'll go into our map, try to set a maneuver here. And we want to be burning outwards, so we want to push that maneuver somewhere around right where we're at. Alright, and leaving Kerbal's SOI. If we keep pushing that out, fingers crossed, we get an encounter with Duna. Aren't you slowing down? What, seriously? No, probably because we're interacting with Duna, or with Kerbal. Or do I want to? So we're at 1,000 here, and we're just in essentially a Kerbal orbit of Kerbal at 1,000 delta V. So what if we take and I'm gonna grab it and move this around over here? Give us, oh yeah, that gives us a lot more. Okay. That's good. It's all about where we're exiting that SOI at. Okay. So now we have to find just that sweet spot. This is not easy. You lose see, this is where I like that scroll wheel for or from KSP1. You get out here to this view and you can't do a whole lot other than just tug on the rubber bands here. Yep, I think I missed it. So let's go back to the tracking station. Try again. Nope. Kerbal. Then tracking. Not sure how much longer I'm going to be able to go here, guys. I'll stick it out as long as I can, but I do have to be back at work in the morning. Early. Alright, 6 years in the making. 7 years. Oh, I think I did it again. Alright. Try this again. Yep, out it's that way. Somewhere around here. Create that maneuver plan again. We're still not getting an encounter though, are we? Anywhere? Anywhere? Oh. Had something there. Briefly, very briefly. We're getting a curving encounter. Okay, so that's not working. If we take... The problem is I can't see what's happening on the other side of the freaking solar system when this happens. And when I'm making these adjustments. Bring this back. Nope. Oh no. Hey, good. Bring this back down. Oop. That looked like a Duna encounter. That is a Duna encounter. And we're going through most of the orbit. Wait, I'm entering the orbit here and exiting it here. Huh? We're traveling counterclockwise, like so, yeah? It's saying that I'm going through 80% of the Duna solar orbit. Oh no, all the waste is just ejected into space. The vacuum right on out of there. So for 1,248 Delta V, I can land on Duna or get to Duna here. So I'm still not confident that I have enough parachutes for them to be able to actually slow me down to a safe landing speed once I get to Duna. And it's going to take 3 times the amount of fuel that I have in this stage to make this burn. But, you know, hey, why not? YOLO. Point at your maneuver node. Yeah, that reaction wheel makes a huge difference, doesn't it? Seven, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. And slow time down a bit. And yeah, we're 7 years, almost 8 years in. Here's our mission timer down here. Actually, is that? Oh, mission timer's only 3 years, about 3 1/3 years. All right, here we go.
Are going up.
Screenshot. Screenshot. Nothing over there to screenshot. It does look pretty neat, contrasted against the dark backdrop of the planet. Screenshot. Pick up the base a little bit here. About to have to eject that stage. Nitrogen is about spent. Here we go.
Jose.
I really do like the fact that I can burn in time warp like that. And shut down. Yeah, how did we do? Got our SOI escape. But we do not have a Duna encounter. Okay, so let's jump forward just a little bit here and see what happens if we play with this. encounter there. Exit there. I think I can live with that. Open the hatch here. Oh wait, we need to open the hatch. Solar panels are on the outside. I was going to put them in the hatch, put them in the cargo bay, but I didn't. My landing lights just burn out. I think they did. Just out of curiosity. Huh? You can actually change all of that in situation? Really? Interesting. I can live with that. They're in the midst of transmitting science. Right. Should probably lock this to the maneuver node. Point in the right direction. Save this. Really 5 days from the maneuver node. I really am 5 days from the maneuver node. Alright. Let's speed up time a fair bit here then. Why are we lagging? Stop lagging. Don't do that to me. I don't think I dare go any faster than this. I will overshoot again. Don't want to do that. 10. 5. 3 minutes. Stay on that level, I think. Final minute. All right, here we go. Let's just zoom out here, see what actually happens with our...
Aloha Edra.
Feather the fuel. Very careful, very gentle. As soon as I see that intercept, we'll stay on that level. I think. 5 minutes. 4 minutes. 3 minutes. 2 minutes. 1 minute. 0 canceling the burn. There we are. That should give us an intercept with tuna there. And it do. No. Alright. F5 to save. Time warp to there. And see, that was misleading. This show, no, it does not. So my entire, yeah, I don't know why. Enter here, exit there. Not on the other side of the solar system. It's alright, it's alright. Think 10,000 kilometers here. We want to create a maneuver plan. And with that maneuver plan, we would like to slow the F down. A lot. But what are we getting out of this? No fuel. Hello, red car. How are you? Yeah, Kerbal 2. So I will run out of fuel trying to do that because of that. Not reducing that orbit, it is the headache. Oh, the headache. Alright. And jump forward some more, I guess. Well, they just look super excited to be there, don't they? And encounter. Okay. Now, here is where we want to slow the heck down. Whoop, not that much. Not that much. Periaps of 108 kilometers. Shoot for 100 kilometers. It's a safe distance, yeah. Alright, can't transmit. Can't transmit. I'm Hammer. Hammer and Anvil. You can call me Hammer. Welcome along. Alright, let's point at that maneuver node. It's not too far off of it. I'm gonna go ahead and quick save one more time and jump to the maneuver node. Looks like we're getting a decent polar orbit again. Which is okay, because we kind of need to be landing near the pole. Hopefully inside of the 14-kilometer range of the monument where we left Corbin at. So it's going to take a third of our fuel. Stop that. Fortunately, we won't need any fuel to actually land. Might have been a little too hot there, but 71 kilometers, that works for Duna. I think the Duna atmosphere is like 50 kilometers, something close to it. Okay, so now we got to get down to the periaps, create a maneuver there. Boy. Slow down and circularize. What is up with this weird camera? Can I move it? No. Anyways. Maneuver node. Should probably ought to retract my solar panels before I try to re-enter the atmosphere. Oh, that's dark, cat. It's the only food source in that pod is other Kerbals. Quick save again. Jump forward. Lot. That's Ike there. There it is. Uh-oh. I think we're going the wrong direction. We are so going the wrong direction. Awesome. Alright, here we go. So the time warp. 3, 2, 1.
Aloha Edra.
Circular. Ish. Not even remotely close. What? Oh, yeah, right. Because all I did was bring my... Wait, what? So we want to get to right there, right? Yeah. Which the planet should be rotating this way, so by the time we get up here, we should actually be... I think we should be burning retro now.
Until are going up.
Oh, too far, too far. Delta V thing's getting a little weird. Alright, that's where we're stopping. Hopefully by the time we get there, the planet will have rotated enough that we're almost landing on top of Corman. Alright, you should be turning retro. We want to go ahead and arm those chutes. Come on, move the stage. Thank you. I can't tell if those armed or not. Are you armed or not armed? I cover all of you. Armed. Not armed. Armed. Armed, armed. I think we're okay on the chutes. Bring those back in, those out, those out. Okay. Those out. Wait, why did only 2 of them come out? Blocked. Oh no. What about you? Blocked? Then why did you get to come out? Well... Oh... boy. Well, looks like I'm bringing Corman, bringing Corman some more food, apparently, because, this thing won't stand up like that. I don't know that you can remove them either, and I'm about to enter atmosphere, so it doesn't matter if I can or not, because any Kerbal that I send out there is gonna die. Oh, yay! Alright, well, we'll just see how it goes, I guess. I've not got high hopes for this one. Actually, I should probably push that up a little further. Prograde. We're going to be dissipating a lot of energy coming through the atmosphere here. It's the landing lights are blocking the legs there, Cat. Retro quickly before you re-enter atmosphere. And no, you can't. I tried to do it manually, and it wouldn't do. It says it's blocked, and it's the landing lights that are right there. I don't know what's blocking these ones. You would think. Extend. It's trying to put the other ones away, but it's not. Yeah. It says my landing lights are on, but my landing lights do not look to be on. Cabin lights kind of look to be on. Where is the atmosphere potential? Screenshot. Not what get off. Stupid highlights. That's a little better. Science. Don't know how much of that's going to be useful, especially if I start blowing up my engines. That's better. Let them cool off a little bit. Because if I can get down here, pick up Kerman, and maybe I can get back up to orbit at least. Yeah, I'm not holding out much hope for the lights there, Cat. My engines were overheating before the lights even showed any, the lights never showed any indication of getting hot, neither did the landing gear. Of course, I've only got 900 meters per second of Delta V left, and that's not going to be near enough to get off of Duna. So now I have 3 Kerbals to come rescue. the rocket's not going to be upright anyways once I get down there. Doesn't matter how well I perform this landing maneuver. Everything can go perfect except for the landing legs, but because of the orientation and positioning of those landing legs, this thing is just going to tilt over. There's nothing to prevent it. Where's the big Mark 16? Seem to be armed. It's upright. It's upright. Of course, I haven't had a Kerbal hop out of it yet. And I don't know where I'm at in relation to the monument. Oh. I missed that by a lot. That's 14 kilometers. That's got to be 200 plus. I mean, I could try to land or to get back over there, but that would use up literally all of my fuel. The chutes are gone. And I don't know which way that is. It says north, but I guess, I mean, theoretically, I should be able to do this. That's not good. Really not good. Not at 500 meters per second. Come on, whip it around. Whip it around. Come on. Yeah, these Kerbals ain't gonna survive this. Try to use RCS to slow us down. That's never gonna work. Oop, didn't want to do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Line her back up. Not that it matters. We're toast here. Blammo. Kilometer. Half a kilometer. And 200 meters per second. Took them all out. But where at? Oh, it's not going to tell me. Man. What? What is all that? Alright, back to the drawing board. And that's gonna have to take time another day. I am out of time for tonight, guys. I will possibly be streaming again tomorrow. Yeah, I did stick the landing. Appreciate that, Cat. But I will not, if I am streaming tomorrow, I will not be streaming KSP2. I've got a Thursday night thing that I do with some guys on Empyrean Galactic Survival. I don't know if you guys are familiar with it, if you like it or enjoy it, but that's, if I'm on tomorrow, that's what I'll be playing with a few other guys, hopefully. I may or may not stream. I will be joining them, but I haven't decided yet whether I'll be live. Beyond that, look to see some more of me this weekend with some more KSP2. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Smash the like button if you enjoyed the show, and make sure you ring that bell so you get notifications of any future content. Thank you so very much for joining me. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys next time.